Hi, I'm Phil Spencer and I'm delighted to share with you this housing market insight for Northwest London. It's being brought to you by Liana and Oliver of Loporto Browne Residential. Both Liana and Ollie are Property Mark member agents, which I fully endorse, as it means that they follow a strict code of conduct. So when selling your most valued asset, having insight from individuals who know the area, who have many years of experience, but are also qualified to do so, I think is invaluable. I'm also sure that you'll find these local updates useful. After all, property is personal.
Thanks, Phil. Hello, and welcome to this housing market report for Northwest London, brought to you by Loporto Browne Residential.
If you live in Northwest London and are considering selling or renting your home now or maybe in the future, or if you just want to discuss the local property market, then please do reach out to our team.
You can get in touch with them at lbresidential.co.uk or calling them on 0203 062 6262.
2024 is starting strong here at Loporto Browne, so let's get into the details of what's happening locally, along with our top tips for sellers and the latest on the area's most exciting new development. The first thing buyers and sellers always want to know is, what's happening with prices? Well, it's been a volatile 12 months, but could things be settling down as we all get used to the higher interest rates? Or perhaps we will see an increase in prices due to interest rates coming down. Let's look at the data. In December 2022, the average sale price here in Northwest London for non-new build homes was just under £805,000. Now, based on Land Registry figures analysed by Dataloft, it's just a fraction below £780,000. That's a drop of just 1.8%. However, this data is from Land Registry, which is between 3 to 6 months out of date from what is happening on the front line. And we have great confidence as the first weekend of January, we've already received 3 asking price offers. It seems the sentiment is back. Meanwhile, the average Greater London resale property price is £550,227. In fact, typically, properties in our part of the capital are fetching some 60% or so more than Greater London averages. For example, an apartment in London as a whole averages around £410,000, but we're seeing typical prices of approaching £540,000 in this area. In fact, when you look at sales prices on a per square foot basis, which is the standard measurement of property in London, the dip in prices locally is under 1%. Here at Loporto Browne, we're averaging 4 viewings a day. And across 2 offices, we have registered 53 brand new buyers since Boxing Day and 28 in the first working week of January, which is excellent considering both the time of year and the broader economic climate. That's partly because we're able to use our local market expertise to give a strong steer to sellers. One of our frequently asked questions from buyers is if they should wait for rates to come down. Our advice is, if they can secure a mortgage rate, to then agree a tracker rate or obtain an agreement in principle and offer on their dream property as soon as possible. As rates come down, they will have more competition, and there is still a lack of property on the market. If you need any mortgage advice, please get in touch and we will share the details for our recommended mortgage broker, Jane Backus. For our vendors, realistic pricing is still key. Put bluntly, overpriced properties often don't even see viewings. The other trend we're seeing is that most buyers want a ready-to-use property, not a project, not least because of the cost and difficulty of finding builders in our busy part of the capital. Our next top tip for sellers is to get all your paperwork done ahead of time. That means instructing a good conveyancing expert and getting together as much upfront information as possible, including getting a mortgage in principle in place if you need one for your onward move. Remember, with apartments, you're also going to need the details of your managing agent or residents association to apply for the leasehold information pack if it's required, and for some properties there's a landlord's certificate and a license to assign to be obtained. The more of this that can be done while the property awaits a buyer, the better. And now a new law means that for blocks of flats, the 2023 Building Safety Act necessitates a leaseholder deed of certificate to the landlord. Our advice is to work closely with your conveyancer on this and all other aspects of the paperwork. That way you'll keep delays to a minimum and the buyer happy and on side. We know that the more momentum we can build at the outset, the sooner this will proceed to a successful sale. What else is happening locally? The UK's largest regeneration plan right now is Kensal View, a 9-storey residential development providing 38 incredible apartments at the heart of the Loporto Browne catchment area. Kensal View bills itself as a vision into the future of living. It's designed around a car-free, sustainable lifestyle and is being built close to the brand new Old Oak Common station, which is the only station serving both HS2 and the Elizabeth line, making it one of the UK's most connected locations. Best of all, apartments start at £380,000. Will you be joining Oliver and Liana to do Dry Veganuary? The challenge is on. Let's see who breaks first. And if anyone has January blues and fancies a laugh, we recommend the comedy show at Arthur's Cafe in Wimbledon Park, a popular cafe for locals, a 5-minute walk from Wimbledon Park Station. Stay connected with us too through our socials and the website, and keep up to date with everything that's happening in North West London.
You can get in touch with Loporto Browne Residential at lbresidential.co.uk or calling them on 0203 062 6262.